She's just a girl and she's on fire, hotter than a fantasy.
Well, technically this is good morning. Uh, hmm. That says 5:40. Um, I've been up since 4. I think we went to bed at 11. I just can't sleep anymore, and I think my hair kind of explains a lot of what's going on. So sorry for the delays. Test days have been crazy. So we didn't go out Saturday, which we weren't going to in the rain, and then Sunday, myself, Lucian Pancia, and Dr. Michael Moulton, we all went out. We had various issues. Lucian and Doc tested Sunday and Monday. Lucian, we had a new engine in it, and there was some small oil leaks, which in the end, come to find out, it was a 2-cent O-ring on a fitting that somehow got nicked. Who knows? It happens, but that car's fixed now, so his times late yesterday are representative of old tires, to tell you the truth, which we're all running old tires. It's kind of how we do test days. It's how you get acclimated to it all. I had fuel injector issues, and we could joke about poor engineering. So car was great at first. It was spinning the tires down the front straightaway off the grid, and never experienced that before. And then it laid down. Had clogged fuel injectors. So for the 16th time this season, we've put a full set of injectors in that car. And then in the second session, coming off of Oak Tree, all of a sudden I go full stick and I got nothing. Tap the throttle, and then it's a rocket ship down the straightaway like it had been. And come to find out, poor engineering, me being the ding dong, I ran myself out of fuel. So that's the first, about time. We kind of have a joke that we run everybody out of fuel at some point. It's kind of an initiation, but we haven't done that for a while. So finally did it myself. I get the prize. So Sunday was a bit of a challenge. Doc was getting on pretty good. Part of the delay is we only had one extra crew guy, so it was boss, myself, and one crew guy, and he walked out on us lunch on Sunday. So I instantly had to jump out of the car, and now I'm doing mechanics. And then I only had time to look at data to make sure the cars were good. Couldn't really help out with driving. And then one crew guy did come late Sunday like he was supposed to. So it was just the 3 of us on 4 cars Monday. So Lucian, Doc, Tony Ave, and Todd Park showed up. So that pretty black/carbon and orange car. That's actually interesting. That used to be that was called, and still is called, the Critter. It's actually a kind of it was a store copy, so to say. It's not that same car. It is absolutely beautiful now. Todd has done that car absolute justice, and it's amazing. He's actually getting along pretty well. I think he said that he's run 3 seconds faster than he ever has, and looking at squiggly lines, he's got even more to go, so we're going to try to help him. But being short-staffed, I had to stay on pit lane with 4 cars. Tony got along pretty good. For old tires, got to work on the brake bias on the car. He's just locking the front tires and killed them. So now going into Tuesday, first day of qualifying, a lot of good tires going on the cars. We'll see what we can actually do. We were also noticing on Tony's car, we could hear. So the weird thing is when you're at the racetrack, you can hear these cars. They'll start skipping, especially in the high RPM, and you're like, wow, what an idiot. Like, park it. It's not going to fix itself. I can tell you, I can feel that it has gone down, but it sounds exactly the same inside the car. So I understand that these guys, that you just don't know, at least in these cars. So Tony actually has a fuel injector issue. It's just costing him a few mile an hour. The motor's still safe and everything, but he'll be fixed up for today and have new tires. Doc Moulton, this is where things got weird yesterday. He also had a fuel injector issue that I started to hear at some point. We replaced those. He had lost like 12 mile an hour. Replaced the fuel injectors, and now Doc has gone the fastest he has ever gone here. And then unfortunately, the muffler broke, and instead of going against the side pod and burning the side pod, it laid down on the tunnel of the floor and burned the entire tunnel out of the car. It actually deformed some suspension members. So now we've rebuilt it. We've got a solution for the floor. We're going to finish that up this morning. That's what caused the late night last night. Thankfully, the engine is completely fine. There were no leaks at all. None of it was engine related. I mean, unless you consider the exhaust part of the engine, which it kind of is, but that's all it was. It was quite a big fire. It was a scary moment on pit lane. Thank you so much to all those workers. Ben Tyler, I'm sorry for killing your 2.5-year streak and adding to your list another car that you had to put out at the racetrack. But thank you so much. We couldn't have the more right person there when it happened. Doc is fine. Everybody's fine. Everybody did a great job. Thank you so much, workers. But we'll be back out there today, and he'll do just as well as he has been. Do a little bit of show and tell. Critter had actually gotten a fuel injector cleaner machine. That way we can do them all in house, and it's been very, very helpful because we've been going through so many just in the last 2 days and this year. So we've got injectors, secret sauce. But yeah, trying to lay out my station a little bit to help people out, and I've got a bunch of notes. Well, that's some of the mayhem. I mean, just kind of, we got our driver station, and holy crap, we've got tires. Thankfully, the weather forecast is holding out now. We've got sticker tires to mount up today. We're hoping for better, but that was kind of the point of doing this stuff, right? Just to give you the insight of the craziness that we have to deal with. So long days. It's time to start the week and start the actual races, and we'll see how we go. Hopefully we do better. So now we do have myself and three, so boss, myself, and 2 crew members. So hopefully things get a little bit better. We still got a lot of work to do each day, as always with these cars, but hopefully I can get you some daily updates with some performance throughout, each day, and we'll see how this goes. But good luck to everybody. The runoffs is not easy for anybody, and it gets harder when you get, we've got 5 cars that we're doing full service on this week, and a great group of guys. Doc Moulton has stepped up. He's been he's jumping out of the car, and he is the chef. We joke around, we call him Moulton, the famous Formula 1 driver. So that's the kind of fun we like to have around here. Everybody, great group of people, so you got to have the fun, otherwise this gets dismal. We're all smiling, even as rough as I look, having a good time.